Good morning. I thought I'd show you guys the seeds that we started. They're all coming up. There's chilies and tomatoes, all kinds of gourds, chamomile and catnip. Got our basil over here. A lot of these are chilies. Some of them are flowers. This is sunflowers and celosia. Or sorry, straw flowers. These are mainly flowers for Addie's garden. I started these on the weekend. So we have 2 shelves of seeds there, and everything's looking really good. I started everything very late this year. And now let's go look at the garden. The walking onions have come up and are doing really well. And over in the pond, the single cattail has multiplied nicely. And the yellow marshmallow, I think it's called, my best friend got me, is up. The pear is starting to leaf out. Down here, the gooseberries are looking lush. These just opened over one day. Elderberries the same. They had some buds and then it had a rainstorm, and the next day, leaves everywhere. The hostas are up. This area is going to be an in-ground garden bed with T-post trellising for tomatoes and runner beans, like the ones that climb, not bush beans. So I'm just digging over the sod slowly and then shaking the soil off, and then I'll put manure that my friend brought to me. So yeah, the garden looks like an absolute explosion, but there is a lot of stuff happening in it that I am excited about. It is May 1st, and on May 15th, the spruce will be taken down because the backside has no branches and it is too big, and if it falls, it'll land on our house. I also spent some time with my brother and different friends at different times getting sticks, and there's a big pile in here too, and branches to make my greenwood arches. And everything else is kind of on hold until the tree is taken down because I don't want to put anything near it that could get broken or crushed. So I'm just spending my time in the garden digging out the in-ground bed by hand. But yeah, it's very exciting. Everything's coming back to life and it's lovely. So I filmed the previous clip a couple days ago and never got around to posting it. And there's been a lot of growth and sprouting in the meantime. I have so many sweet peas, it's a little bit silly. This is calendula. This is all the different types of violas that I started for Addie's garden, and probably the thing that I'm most invested in right now. But there's a lot of herbs and flowers everywhere, and everything's coming up. Oh, some of these are not. And oh, the indigo's looking, oh wow, looking great. And yeah, I'll take you outside to the garden now. The grape hyacinths are in full bloom, and I think they're so neat. These are the ones that if you make it tea from them, the water's like a purpley blue color, and then if you add an acid, it turns pink. Very cool. The goat's rue is back. This is goat's rue. I told my son that I have to throw all the soil away from up here because I'll never get rid of it. And he said he loved it, so now I'm of 2 minds about whether or not I will get rid of it or not. There's lots of tulips coming up. I don't remember what the name of these are, but to me they look like fried egg tulips because they start out yellow in the center with white edges. They're not open today because it's not sunny enough. And the most exciting thing for me every year is when my giant tree lilies come up. These are tree lilies that get to be about 8 feet tall. And I also love these, which are giant alliums. So I love seeing everything come up. I do have a plan for redoing this bed this year. If it doesn't happen this year, it's fine, but I think it will. I've got a bunch of 4x4s coming, and I'm gonna do 3 different levels of beds with 4x4 framing. So I will show you when that's done. I've been getting a lot done in the garden, even though not too much can be done structure-wise until this tree comes down on the 15th. But I've got lots of sticks for the greenwood arches. I fixed the bed here because the frost had pushed it out in front of the door. Right back here, I am putting in an in-ground vegetable patch. And I'm slowly moving the perennials out of here. I've already taken out the sage and some onions. And back here, my ramps are up. These are ramps, edible wild leeks. And a little bit further back, I noticed that there are 2 trilliums. I have no idea what color they are, but if I can move them, I will, because this is where the water butt is gonna go. Some tulips my best friend got me for Addie's memorial garden. More violas have come up that have self-seeded from last year. I had a big cry when I saw them because they were Addie's favorite. She always put them in her hair, tucked them behind her ear. The garlic is doing really well, and the strawberries are coming up. This bed is a little bit slower because I top dressed it, but it's doing really well. The raspberries all along here are starting to leaf out. This soil pile has to move because trees are going there. And then down here, there is a lot of stuff coming up. 2 very fancy irises I got last fall are coming up here, and one there. That's a tree lily again. It won't be 8 feet this year because it's first year, but it'll be about 3 feet usually. There are bleeding hearts just starting to flower. There's some columbine coming up, or as we called it in Ireland, aquilegia. The yarrow is coming up. There's all kinds of peonies. They're the red stems. There is, I don't know if this is a peony or a bleeding heart, but I think it's a peony because they stay redder longer. There's some comfrey here. See, this is a peony and it stayed quite red, and behind it you can see the bleeding heart starts red but turns green. So I think those ones I showed you earlier are peonies. The lavender looks rough. I'm not sure if it's gonna come back. The bush cherry is doing great. I have temporarily moved it so it doesn't get crushed when they take the tree down. The white currant that I bought on sale in the fall is alive and starting to leaf out. The rhubarb is up. The haskaps are flowering already. Oh, I hope we get a bunch this year. This will be the first year where we get a decent amount if they all come true from the flowers. The in-ground bed is going well. The properly dug part finishes here, and my main system is digging over a clump of sod, throwing it on top, knocking all the soil off, and then composting the sod. And then after I do that all the way back to here, then I'll make rows that go this way so that they don't block the sun from the plants along the fence. And I'm mixing in manure and triple mix as I go. But we're making good progress. The compost garden, so called because of the compost bin, has a bunch of irises already from my best friend's garden and some daylilies. And there was hostas planted here, but I don't see it coming up. We'll have to see. All the sod is going into the weed compost and will eventually be used to fill in the pond hole when I move the pond into Addie's memorial garden. I keep forgetting to show this, but this is why we're taking the tree down. There are no limbs on the first 3/4 of the tree, which makes it a hazard for falling on the house. Up at the very top, you can see it's even, but because the tree that used to be behind me grew into this side, there's nothing there, which makes it one side heavy. The plum tree has leafed out. The black cherry is well on its way. The Saskatoon is well on its way. This is a lilac that has dark purple flowers with white edging, and I'm very excited. The hydrangeas made it. See all the little buds? My peach tree survived. I thought it was going to die last year, so I'm very happy. I have a second one coming to keep it company, and it's a white peach, so that's exciting. Most of the lilacs I planted last year are doing really well. And the mulberry's coming along. This one has to move soon, but I can't move it until the other tree's down. And then overnight, my azaleas exploded with these beautiful flowers. I got this for Addie last year because I knew she would love it. And my plan was to dry the flowers, trying to press them in one situation, and I was going to use silica sand to dry them and see if we could make little fairy dresses out of the flower petals because they're so beautiful. So I still might do that as a memorial thing for her. The hostas are up and the blueberries are starting to get to their little buds. They are much happier in the pot. This one dropped all of its leaves last year because I accidentally watered it with city water and it hates that. But it does have little buds. So